Bob Seger, still the same. Okay, so let me play through all the different sections, intro, verse, chorus, all those sections there. Pretty straightforward song, just a lot of chordage going on. I'll just jam through everything off the top, go back through afterwards and guide you through it a little more if you need some extra help. Before we get into the song, please help out the channel and hit the subscription button. Be much appreciated. Be doing me a big favor. All right, and let's get on into this Still the Same by Bob Seger. Okay, so we have this progression here at the top, and this is pretty much good for the intro, part of the verse, and there's an interlude piano section and the outro. All right, so this is a good chunk of the song right here, and it's playing around with this C major 7 to a C chord, and it's just a slight movement that happens with the pointer finger, and it kind of just mimics, the vocal line a little bit. So we do the C major 7, and it's basically just a normal C chord, all right, 3 on the A, 2 on the D, open G, and what would be a 1 on the B with a open E under it. But just to make it the major 7, we just lift our finger up so that that 1B is just now open. So all we're really fretting is the 3 on the A and 2 on the D. Okay. And what we're going to do there is just go from that back to the normal C. So just take that index and put it right back on the 1 of the B. All right. And you'll want to strum that C chord a couple times in that first measure after we go from the major 7 to the C. All right. Second measure, just kind of the same deal. A little bit of more strumming on that C. And we go from the major 7 to the C a little quicker. So just major 7 to C again. And like I said, slightly quicker. And then we strum that C a few more times after that. All right, and here we add something now. We're going to take our pinky and go to that B string, but we're going to go to the 3 on the B string now. And that'll make it a C add 9. Okay. And like I said, I just kind of like to move my index and pinky to make all this happen. If you want, you can just shift if it's easier. Like if you don't have the pinky dialed in, you just kind of shift from this position to the middle on the 3A, 2 on the D with the ring, and then or with the index, and then you can use your ring to get that 3 on the B if that's easier for you. It's a little more jumping around than I like to do, so I just kind of use my pinky to make it all happen. All right, so that second measure. All right, and that'll get us into the third measure, which is nice and simple, just an E minor chord. And just do a full measure of that E minor. And the strumming on this can be, it's loose, just up to you, whatever dynamic you want to put on it. All right, and after that, G, one measure. right, and like I said, for the intro and interlude, all that stuff, you'd go through those first 4 measures there. Go through that twice, all right, and at the end of the intro, we just give it an extra measure of that G. Okay, so let's just try this all up to speed now. All right, into the verse progression. And like I said, we essentially go through that initial intro progression a couple of times. All right, the C major to C, C major to C, to C add 9, E minor, G. Go through that a couple times, and then we just kind of tack on like the second part of it now. All right, so after we go through that initial progression a couple times, then we're going to go to an F chord for a full measure. And this is all pretty basic stuff, just full measure F. Okay, to G, full measure. C, 1 measure. All right, to E7. Okay, so open E, 2 on the A, open D, 1 G, open B and E. A minor, open A, 2 on the D, 2 G, 1 B, open E. D minor, open D, 2 on the G, 3 B, 1 E. All right, and then in the first verse, we would just finish with 2 measures worth of this G. All right, and a little change will happen for the second and third verse and the end of the chorus when we hit this final G that happens. All right, we don't just ride that G out. We kind of do a little walk down progression. But as far as this first verse goes, we just hang on that G for a couple measures. Okay, so like I alluded to earlier, there's this extended or variant ending that happens at the end of the second and third verse and at the end of the chorus. Both the verse and the chorus end on a G chord, and it's a couple measures, but we split it up with this walk down progression that happens. Okay, so we would go all the way through the progression to that very end where we hit this G chord, and it would just be a couple counts of the G initially, okay, to a F for a couple of counts to finish the first measure of it. Okay, next measure would be a couple of counts of E minor, and then finish the walk down by doing a couple of counts of D minor. All right, in a chorus progression, switch it up a little bit now. So there will be this initial section that'll happen twice, and initially we end it with just 2 normal measures of G, and then after we go through it the second time, we end that with that walk down progression that I just showed you. Okay, so let's dig into this bulk of the progression here. It'll be a measure of C, okay, to a regular E chord, okay, couple measures of an A, okay, a couple measures of D minor, all right, and like I said, the first time through, a couple measures of G. All right, and So we go through it again. We repeat the C, E, A, D minor, and the first half of the G, basically. Okay. All right. And so once we get to the second part, we do our walk down progression. Okay, so G a couple counts, F, E minor, D minor. Okay, so let's just do it all up to tempo now. Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.